Saudi Arabia, and Qatar. Bibi is very much a part of the ISIS group that is ostensibly beheading everybody. Bibi has formed in a formal alliance with Saudi Arabia. So what this is an indictment of Bibi, not Israel, not Zionism.
So are you saying a right-wing breakaway group is in a proxy war basically with the United States over interest in the Middle East? We're allied.
It's not even that. Alex, you're giving him too much legitimacy. This is a stupid, arrogant blowhard who was elected to prime minister. He doesn't have the popularity vote among the intellectuals or even the military or intelligence in Israel, and basically is trying to blow his own horn when he was thrown out by our own Secretary of State and our President of the United States, Clinton, as well as Obama, and he's trying to exert some kind of leverage so that he can get reelected. It has nothing to do with Israel.
Well, I mean, to back up some of what you're saying, Meyer Dagan, London Guardian, former Mossad head, urges Israel voters to oust Benjamin Netanyahu and basically says, quote, destructive of the future security of Israel. He goes on to say that he's dangerous.
He's very dangerous. Actually, what I've always said is what happened to Rabin should happen to Bibi. He understands that.
Okay, not on this show. Come on. I'm not...
well,
please.
I'm saying that. You're not saying that. I'm saying that. But if Israel wants to survive, which it does, it cannot bring in American, low-level, self-aggrandizing Jews who know nothing about diaspora, have never served our country, have never really served Israel, have never been in our military, have been nurtured by us. This guy Derman went to the University of Pennsylvania, and to think he was smart, he went to Oxford, where anybody can get a degree. You just sit there and read, and he's a dumb Miami Jew, as well as his family and his wife, who's from Baltimore. So you're not talking about Israelis, you're not talking about Sabras, you're not talking about Herzog, whose father was in the British Army, the Israeli Army, and was head of our ambassadorship. You're not talking about Tzipi Livni, whose father was head of the Argun Tzvei Leumi and Menachem Begin. These are two outcasts from the Israeli Zionist narrative. They don't belong there, they don't belong in America, and they should be thrown out. It has nothing to do with Israeli military or Israeli intelligence. They're still a strong part of our own military and our own intelligence. We will make a deal with Iran. I guarantee you that. It will be to our benefit. Syria will be staying alive, and Russia will help us. That is the geopolitical reality that I said years ago.
Sure, you did say that years ago here. What was the whole point then of trying to overthrow Syria to begin with? Did the West fail in that project?
Yes, it was a very big mistake made by Generals Abizaid, the neocons, again, the same people, Wolfowitz, Steve Hadley, all the ones who are part of Jeb Bush's new and different coterie of friends. Jeb Bush just announced he's a different man, but he just took on board every one of the old Bush.
Okay, if the neocons are such failures, why are they always in power then? If they're just
because there's nothing to stop them other than what we would normally do, because they basically come back in. They have the Wall Street Journal. They cower to people who are incompetent, like Jeb Bush. They go back into the Bush family. Jeb is a moral hazard. He's had a history of ineffective work here in Miami and in Florida.
Well, you used to like Jeb more, though.
Huh? I used to like him, but I said if you stay quiet and you keep quiet and you don't go any further than your capabilities, then stay shut. America needs a leader. It doesn't need a sycophant whose brothers had destroyed the country, including Melvin and Neil, who gave us the savings and loan crisis, and Bush Jr., who gave us the 2008 financial crisis. So when you go out and you say, I'm my own man, and you don't have anything to offer, and you are not a very good governor, that's an insult to the American people. It's an insult to Jews, to Christians.
Okay, well, am I right, though, that this is dangerous if we do hit Iran because Russia could get involved, or is it not dangerous?
No, it's not dangerous. Russia's interest is basically to make sure that they have a perimeter where Iran works with Russia, Syria works with Russia, and the al-Qaeda units and ISIS are basically neutralized, and that's what we're working on. Right now, we want Halliburton, we want Schlumberger, and all those companies to go back into Iran to beef up the capabilities in the Middle East and to break up the secret.
Okay, what does Saudi Arabia want?
Saudi Arabia is in trouble. They're run by brothers and cousins now who are infighting. Basically, they want to stay alive and relevant. They can't because about 40% of their children have unemployment. They're depleted of oil over 50%. We no longer need their oil. We no longer need their gas. They don't have a civil society. Neither does Qatar. We have a new emir. The emir is protected by 10,000 of our soldiers. We have a Navy base and an Air Force base in Qatar.
Sure, I'll tell you a big sign that Qatar and Saudi Arabia may fall soon. I was seeing
fall eventually. You know, it's just a question of time. So will Jordan, because these are artificial countries. Iran and Turkey are not artificial. They've been there for thousands of years. Israel will have to put into place exactly where it belongs. It'll have to learn to get along. Herzog and Sippi and others will learn that Israel has to make accommodations with the Palestinians, with the Jordanians, and the Middle East. They have no other choice. Because
all right, I want to do 2 more minutes with the other side if you can do it, because there's a big article out today. CIA insider, forget Iran, Iraq, Ukraine, and Syria. This is where World War III will start. In a startling interview, he reveals that all 16 U.S. intelligence agencies have begun to prepare for World War III. What's your take on that briefly and the latest on Russia? And that's just some of the news that Jim Rickards is putting out. I want to get your take on that on the other side.
This is an alert. If your business or church is building this year, you're about to pay more than you should. This could mean thousands of dollars more for your office, retail space, church, or warehouse. A General Steel building can save you as much as half the cost and time of similar conventional construction. And we're offering rebates of up to $20,000 to help you build today. Call General Steel for free information that could save you thousands. Call 866-91-STEEL. 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
My name is Dell, and I live in El Cajon, California. I was concerned about my cholesterol readings because I knew that high cholesterol is related to clogging of the arteries and increases the risk for heart attack and stroke. One day, I heard an ad for Heart and Body Extract, and I was skeptical, but I decided to give it a try. Man, the numbers don't lie.
Learn the secrets of an effective, natural, 100% organic nutritional supplement for a healthy heart and circulation at hbextract.com.
For all of recorded history, civilizations around the world praised the health benefits of silver. At InfoWars Life, our mission is to bring you the highest quality, purest, cleanest, effective colloidal silver on the market today for the lowest price available. You don't have to be a doctor to know. The fall and winter months are the most dangerous time of year in North America when it comes to you and your family's health. InfoWarsLife.com is very excited to announce our biggest run yet of Silver Bullet colloidal silver, exclusively available at InfoWarsLife.com. Now, InfoWarsLife.com has taken colloidal silver to the next level using a cutting-edge technique that is free of toxic artificial additives. Now more than ever, it's important to stock up on high-quality Silver Bullet from InfoWarsLife.com. No survival chest is complete without Silver Bullet. Secure your Silver Bullet today at InfoWarsLife.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139. Silver Bullet.
Hunters, anglers, campers, and survivalists. Get back to nature. Expand your horizons with the highest quality, most versatile, unique slingshots and sling bows on the market at slingbow.com. Slingbow products are compact and models start from just $17.98. They're perfect for your bug-out bag or storing in your vehicle. Give yourself and your loved ones the excitement and tradition of Slingbow. A new frontier in archery and truly modern twist on this primitive survival tool. Feel the thrill only at slingbow.com.
Hey, Boomer! I learned in school today that 60% of our bodies are made of water. Good thing we have the Berkey system. It's the cleanest, best water ever. Mom says it's because the Berkey's filtration system cleans out the bad stuff and leaves only pure, delicious water. I know, right? You love it too. Yeah, I'm thirsty too. Let's go get some. Get Berkey clean water by calling 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653. Or visit GoBerkey.com.
All right, folks, final segment of the main broadcast. We'll do 5 minutes of overdrive to finish with calls, but I'm going to go to AD and others here in just a moment. By the way, the FCC won't release the 300-plus pages, won't testify before Congress. We had the former chief counsel, Bruce Fein, on from the FCC, saying it's just that an FCC power grab. South by Southwest schedule coming up March 17th. They're going to have the FCC subhead. They're propagandizing about how great and open this is, but they won't release the documents. So that's what it's all about. It's why they won't release it, is so they can run around and lie about it all day. Dr. Steve Pieczenik, finishing up with these statements about preparing for war with Russia. What's the latest on Ukraine? Where do you think that's going?
Well, I don't think it's a war with Russia. Basically, the Ukraine has this administration has been effective in running an economic war and basically reducing the price of oil and at the same time reducing the ruble by 50 to 60% and making the Russian bond a junk bond. So Putin has a real problem both of inflation, economic chaos, and impending political chaos. It's more of an internal issue. He cannot fund a war. He's not capable of funding a war. The Russians don't want to fight a war. They need to reconstruct their own internal capacity to grow internally. The Russians are great people. They understand that this cannot continue. They want to live a good life, and Putin is not able to really control it. Contrary to what a lot of people say, Putin is not as smart as everybody thinks.
What do you think about the latest assassination of the opposition leader?
Well, I think it was an old KGB technique. I mean, I've said it 10, 12 years ago when I wrote in the Intelligence Journal that Putin was always going to be KGB forever, and this is an old, awkward technique.
You don't think it's a false flag to create a martyr?
No, because Putin has done this way before with the Chechens. Putin is not that clever to create a martyr and reverse it, because those days are gone. False flag has become now the natural narrative to this. And the CIA doesn't have a real, credible narrative for this right now. The CIA is too busy, along with our military intelligence, running all kinds of other operations in terms of economic warfare, psychological warfare, which is far more effective. Assassinating an opposition leader is a very systematic, and it's a very old system of operation for the KGB, whether Putin directly did it or he claims the Chechens who did it or because the man was Jewish. It's all nonsense.
All right.
The point of fact is he was assassinated, and the point of fact is Putin is in trouble, and the people need some liberty. It's as simple as that.
All right.
In terms of Bibi and his representatives, they don't represent Israel. They don't represent anybody but themselves.
Doc, thank you. StevePieczenik.com. Thank you for that perspective.
Yeah. Bye.
All right, there he goes. We're out of time for the main broadcast, but some stations carry this next part. So I want to go to a call right now before the main show ends. Please don't forget, we sold out of Super Male Vitality, credible herbs. You've heard about people's responses with it, the testimonials. The Super Female is just because we wanted a female variety because women wanted their own formula. It's the same stuff with one added ingredient. That's great for men as well. This is what I take. I think it's better than Super Male. It's going to sell out as well. 30% off right now. Super Female Vitality, InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139. You can find all the other great products at InfoWarsHealth.com. AD in Delaware, thanks for holding her on the air.
Hey, Alex. Thanks for having me on. I'll get right to my point. State of the Nation had a Putin-Snowden document dump regarding 9/11 and everything that's led up to what we're seeing right now. The 5 major nations were involved, which is United States.
Wait, I wasn't aware of this. When? I mean, WikiLeaks just put out stuff on 9/11?
Well, it's State of the Nation. It's a document dump from Putin and Snowden from September. It spells everything out who was involved. They stole $200 trillion, 350 nuclear warheads. There's 235 underground bunkers ready to go. What this is all about.
I'm not sure that's a real. I remember that. I'm not sure that was a real Snowden release, sir.
This is about Israel going into the Middle East and taking over all the, they need the water, they need the oil, they need the space. They're sick and tired of fighting. He's right what he says about Netanyahu.
Hold on, I want you to finish your thought. Hold on. Infowars.com/show. If you want to find the free video and audio feeds, tell folks about all the free apps.
Radio Network.
You're the ones that spread the word. You can stop them from censoring us. It's up to you.
Using unparalleled research in the development of a synergistic formulation based around the key concepts of super oxygenation, the next level in cleansing is here. With key ingredients backed by real clinical studies, the new Oxy Powder, available through InfoWars Life, was invented during Dr. Group's research on the toxification of our bodies. Many herbal colon cleansers are harsh on the body and contain cheap and potentially dangerous ingredients, oftentimes full of synthetic fillers, GMOs, additives, or worse. hours. Gently start cleaning your body with easy capsules that start working while you sleep. Oxy Powder does not require time off work, and there's no need for bad-tasting concoctions. Instead, Oxy Powder slowly releases monoatomic oxygen into the intestinal tract and body. Experience the astonishing cleansing power of superoxide and ozonide technology. Go to InfoWarsLife.com or InfoWarsStore.com to get started with Oxy Powder, or call 1-888-253-30